don't let your doubt stop you, because I know that you have things that you want to accomplish. I know that you have dreams that you want to accomplish. I know you have interests that you want to accomplish. I know you have opportunities in your way. I know you have ideas that you want to execute. And because of that, you can't let your doubts stop you or get in the way of you being able to achieve these endeavors or these paths that you want to go down. Because regardless whether you think or not it's going to happen, you're going to have doubts. You're going to have doubts about the things that you're doing. Sometimes you're going to stop and you're going to think to yourself why you're doing the things that you're doing. You're going to think to yourself, is it worth what I'm doing right now? Is what I'm doing right now worth it for me? But what you have to realize, and what you have to also understand, is that even if you do have these questions in mind, even if you do stop and think deep sometimes about the things that you're doing, no matter what, you still have to go out there and go do it. Because if you have these interests in mind, if you have these ideas, these goals, these desires, these aspirations, whatever it is, if you have opportunities that you want to come knocking on your door, ultimately, you still got to go get after it, even if you have these doubts. And so what I'm saying is, just because you have these doubts, that can't mean that you can let those things stop you from doing the things that you still want to do. Because honestly, it is healthy, right? It's healthy for you to stop sometimes, for you to slow down, right? And think about what you're doing. Because it's going to happen regardless. There's going to be times where you're working on something that you think is right or you think you should be doing. And then you're going to stop and think to yourself and wonder why you're doing these things. And wonder why or how, if it's even possible for you to gain success from the things that you're doing. Especially if you have big dreams or big accomplishments. Or if you have big desires, or you have big things that you want to accomplish for yourself. That time is going to come where you doubt yourself. And just because you doubt yourself doesn't mean you stop. You still have to keep going. Because all that work that you've put into the thing that you're doing is not for nothing. That work that you're putting into what you're doing has already gotten you to the point that you're at. And even if it's one step from the day before, even if it's just a little bit of a percentage better than what you did the day before, that just means you are doing more than what you did yesterday. You accomplished more than what you did yesterday. And that's not for nothing. You accomplished more today than you did yesterday if you're still going after the goals and desires and opportunities that you're trying to accomplish. And that work never goes unnoticed by you. And you know this because only you know how much work you've put into the thing that you're trying to accomplish. And it's only you that measures your own success. And believe it or not, you've accomplished a lot. Believe it or not, you've been very successful in the thing that you've been doing. But you might not see it that way. And that's just because you've been working blindly and so hard at the thing that you're doing that you never gave yourself the time to celebrate. You never gave yourself the time for cheers or for celebration or to notice the work that you've put in to the thing that you're doing. But the thing that you're doing is never for nothing. It always leads to a bigger picture. It's always going to lead to your success in the future. And that's why you're doing the things that you're doing right now. You're doing it to put yourself in a better spot in the future. You're doing it to put yourself in a better chance. You're doing it to put yourself in a better position in life, because that's what you want to do. And that is your mission as a human being, is to elevate in every aspect, in every area, in every way possible. That's where your goal is to just do better than the day you did before yesterday. Get 1% better every single day. Because success is not linear, right? Maybe over a long period of time, right? Maybe over decades, or however long it takes you to get to where you want to be. Maybe over that time span, it might look linear. But the effort that you put in every single day is not linear, because you're going to have times where you slip. And just because you slip doesn't mean you shouldn't get back up, because all you're doing is controlling your falls, right? That's literally a principle of life, and that's literally what you're doing every single day, is just controlling your fall. And there's going to be times where you do fall, but you get back up, right? That doesn't stop you from attaining what you want. That doesn't stop you from obtaining what you want. Doesn't stop you from manifesting your goals. Okay, that just means that you have to get back up and do better next time. And that's what you should do. So if you have something in mind that you want to accomplish, you got to go after it, even if you have doubts about doing it. You still have to go get it, because you don't know where it's going to put you in the future. So that opportunity that's waiting for you at the other side of the door, those interests, those goals, those ideas that you have, those desires that you want, right? Those desires that you have inside are there for a reason. So you got to keep going after. You got to actually want those things for yourself, because you don't know where it's going to put you in the future. And if you have a good intuition about it, if you have a good feeling, if you have the right mindset and you have the right intentions, and you do everything consciously, right, and in the right mind space, then there's no doubt, right? There's ultimately no doubt that you're going to be successful, right? So you have to keep going after it, right? Don't ever stop just because you slip up here or there. That's normal, and it's a part of the process. All right, don't let that stop you from being where you want to be and becoming the person that you want to become. Everything I just said is simple, not easy. Love y'all, man. Peace, y'all.